What's up, y'all? It's King Mike, M-Dee, the motherfucking man, uh, the phenomenal one, Mike God. You know, we out here, uh, finally, again, on YouTube. It's been a long time, but I'm still alive. As you can see, this is not an Illuminati doppelganger or anything. I'm here. I'm gonna talk about, this little interview that everyone's talking about right now. I haven't been jumping on topics, obviously. I haven't been making videos, but I peeped on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at mdizzle9000, MDIZZLE 9000. Um, I'm seeing all of these people making fun of Lil Wayne. I'm like, what'd he do? He ain't been around like that. He ain't been making music like he used to, and I'm not complaining. I'm not. I was never. If you've watched my older videos, I was never a fan. I always felt he was real overrated. But he got. First of all, I don't know why. You take a political topic, Black Lives Matter. You're obviously talking about racism, police brutality, and you decide to interview Lil Wayne. And to me, I think this is something that the media likes to do. You wanna make a group of people look stupid. You find the stupidest person that just happens to be a part of that group of people and put them on display. So people who don't know those kind of people could say, "Oh, is that what they all act like?" These are the tricks that racists use to to make to portray blacks in a certain way. And this is part of that. I mean, look at you got Lil Wayne, who's not even. I mean, in 2016 to relevant hip hop right now, mainstream hip hop, he's not that relevant. Why not? If you just wanted to get a more relevant celebrity, why not get, Drake's soft ass, or better yet, if you want to talk politics, why don't you get somebody who actually has a political message in their song, who would actually be educated on the subject? Maybe Kendrick Lamar, the guy who fucking released a whole album, a great album, basically just on the whole political tip. So interview somebody more conscious, more aware, not somebody who's gonna say Black Lives Matter. What's that? Oh well, I don't know. I'm rich. I'm a rich motherfucker. Like, I mean, come on. This isn't 2002. Like, don't get on the fucking interview. Trying to talk about popping bottles and smacking bitches and shit. Have some fucking respect for yourself, God. That's that's how I feel about that. Don't make yourself look like an ass on live TV. Like, we all laugh at back when Cameron was you mad doggy with Bill O'Reilly and shit. But that was because Bill O'Reilly's a fucking asshole, a troll who basically got trolled. So that's we respected that. People respected that because that's really what that was. It's a troll getting trolled. But you had put Lil Wayne, ask him about a political topic, and he just fucking goes full retard. He just makes a meme out of himself and goes all pulling out his blood flag. There's a lot of guys that bang now don't even be flagging or going hard with the colors as much because it just makes you more of it makes you a target more than anything. You feel me? Like it ain't you know folks ain't stop banging. Obviously there's new shit now that wasn't around 10 years ago and shit. Just like old shit dies out, but obviously it's a lot of bloods out here, but they don't you know like you doing that shit in this day and age. You look like what I'm saying, you look stupid, plain and simple. Like, and I'm not even gonna go into the whole how are you so fucking entwined in this blood street culture when you've been famous since you were like 11. You know what I mean? You was a child star. You grew up in the spotlight. When was you banging? When was you in these streets out here repping your flag, dog. Like that's my question. When was you? Wasn't you in the old Cash Money videos rocking a blue flag? Now you blood. Like, come on, man. That shit you get killed for if you really was out there like that. Dude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fuck all that. We're talking about a political movement. We're talking about something that was born out of people being tired of being targeted unfairly. Black people being sick of being, poorly represented, in the media, in everything, just being disproportionately prosecuted for crimes that people of all races commit, things like that. You look at how many blacks are in jail for drug related crimes, but then you look at the rate of drug use in all races. It's like the drug use is similar, but why are blacks in jail more for it? Then you got these other drugs like coke and shit more white people are doing, but then more black people are in jail for selling it, whereas the people that are moving this shit on boats and really doing it major are just kind of like, well, they're probably working with the fucking people that are arresting the lower level ones. So we're not going to get into a whole fucking conspiracy web right here, and make this whole video about institutional racism, but which does exist and is a big, continues to be a huge problem, oh, but damn, why get Lil Wayne to talk about that? It's like somebody on Twitter said, this reminds me of when Dave Chappelle was like, you got something going on, and it's like, oh, where's Ja Rule? We gotta ask Ja, where's Ja? Like, why do you care about these fucking celebrities' opinions as if they would be more educated on the topic than somebody else? Let's interview a college professor. Like let's when I was attending school in Manhattan and stuff, I had better conversations about things like that with the with my professors and stuff than somebody like a rapper. You know what I mean? Like rappers that I've talked to and stuff. I'm not gonna have big political conversations with them unless they're conscious rappers, or somebody rappers who talk about things like that in their music, not somebody who talks about eating pussy in like 90% of their mixtapes and shit, or being a fake blood who won't who's afraid to get out of the car when Crips press you and shit. Oh, throwback. But you know so it's crazy that these dudes like, and this is any of y'all who was fucking calling this guy the best rapper alive and supporting all his music and saying how great he is, and then condemning him now. This dude ain't no different than he was 10 years ago. This is the same Lil Wayne. Maybe he's a little more washed up. Maybe the coke and whatever and the lean and shit done got to his little brain cells and shit. This is Lil Wayne. This is your brain on drugs. This is somebody who, like, who like you would, come on, dog. You was you was the little kid in the bling bling video, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even take you seriously. Then you was the greatest rapper alive because you said it, and now you on TV making an ass out of yourself. You look like a has been. You look like a fucking like like damn homie. When I was in high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you? Like it's sickening, man. It's sad. And then ABC's gonna push this shit and promote it. So you say, oh look, that's that's black. Look, Black Lives Matter. This is hip hop. This is it's just a bad look. You know what I'm saying? But in general, the whole I think certain people should just stay in their lane. Watch Top Five by Chris Rock, the movie, and you'll learn that some people, even they're gonna have their opinions on other things, but they need to stay in their lane. And that's a lesson that you can learn from that movie. A lesson you need to know in life. Like it's okay to explore new things, but if you're good at one thing or you're famous for one thing, you could be the Michael Jordan of Oh, you know, you could be like Michael Jordan on the Chicago Bulls, but you could also be like Michael Jordan playing baseball if you try, you know what I'm saying, try to do some shit you're not good at. You could be like Kobe Bryant and Tyra Banks, you know, fucking the best in their respective fields on a fucking song together, you know, looking clownish. So, you know, I'm not gonna go in. I'm past the 10-minute mark now. You already know what it is. King Mike, let me know in the comments what you think about Lil Wayne's happy ass waving his blood flag and going rah rah on the TV for all the fucking people in America and around the world to see him make a fool out of himself and basically make a mockery of something that, you know, uh, a large amount of black people feel is important. Large amount of people in general, I feel is important, you know, for people to be to get equal rights and be treated properly. My son is half black. I don't want him growing up in a world where he has to worry about walking down the street on the wrong time of day or the wrong side of the block and get, you know, and fit somebody and fit the description, you know what I'm saying? And wind up, you know, God forbid, like, you know, any of these other names you see in the hashtag. You know what I'm saying? So it's not fair. And fuck Lil Wayne. Fuck you, Lil Wayne, for making a mockery of that. Really, that's I'm digesting this shit right now, and that's the opinion, my ultimate opinion on this whole thing. If you wanted to know, fuck Lil Wayne. That was fuck Lil Wayne. You know, Lil Wayne, get him the fuck out of here has always been my opinion. But in this matter specifically, you know, even if I didn't know who this dude was, you're a fucking idiot, man. Get the fuck out of here, God. You don't make a mockery out of some shit like that. You know, like imagine if you had some music, some washed up, lame ass musician during the fucking civil rights movement or some shit, just saying, you know, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm rich. I don't got to worry about that shit. You know, it's wait, oh, racism don't exist because I got white fans. Like saying shit like that, like, are you fucking stupid? Really? Do you not see what's going on around? How closed off are you from reality? That's what you get from these, like, you know, upper middle class motherfuckers that don't know what's going on because they've been in the same gated community all their life. Oh, how it can't be that bad. That shit you the shit you don't realize that the shit you see in the movie ain't even as bad as what's going on in real life. But from over here, that shit is all just fantasy and people are just complaining too much while you count your money, right? Whatever. M-Dee, the motherfucking man. I'm out. Comment, subscribe, all of that. Peace.